Gotta go to Moe's. Gotta go to Modell's.
What?
Remember Modell's
No.
back in the day? Oh, you didn't have Modell's? This is a
It's
North.
another like Delaware.
It's like no. We have,
What is it?
It's like a Dick's sporting goods store, and it's like another Modell's. It was like a thing. I love.
You know what's funny?
I love commercial jingles so much.
Isn't it? I was just about to say, like, isn't it funny, like the commercial jingles that stick with us?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know which one I like, and I tend to hear it when people are annoying me and they talk to me and they won't stop.
Mentos?
O'Reilly's Auto Parts. That, and then I hear
That's a good one. Yeah.
Then when they're like being crazy and complaining, I hear meow, 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 meow.
I literally would have loved to have been an ad guy that just
You
wrote
would have been
jingles.
fantastic
I
at jingles.
love writing jingles.
You could still do it.
So I do it here. It's
all
so
your
much
free
fun.
time.
Guys, welcome into the show. It's 3 o'clock on that Swatch Watch, and we are a little bit tardy for the party, but that's all right because we're here in the Sunny TV Clubhouse where rules don't matter anymore, and we're just going to be ourselves. Yeah! Welcome to the show that's on in the afternoon. All the cool kids, all the sunnies out there, we call it Afternoon Delight.
Cha-cha-cha.
That's right. We got a pop culture.
I'm trying a little bit of a remix when we do our songs. Like I'm just trying my own thing right now.
Yeah, do you? But I know it's successful. Like Pop Culture Thunderdome quiz.
What's today?
And today is thanks but no thanks, roles refused and roles regretted today. So we have some actors that said no to parts that they should have said yes to. And we'll
I
get
am
into
going to
it.
rock this out.
I know you're going to be awesome at this one. Of course, we've got Meme It or Leave It today. Super funny ones. I have a Crown Jewel Reddit rundown. Revenge.
Oh. Is it like Bitty Petty?
Oh, Mel, this one is you
Okay.
all over it. Put your patient cap on. This one's worth it today.
All I know is this. I've watched back some of our Reddits.
Yeah.
The ones where you and I laugh hysterically, where we're snorting.
Oh.
Those I rewatched them, and
The world was flat yesterday.
I laughed
lost
even-
it.
oh my God, I
lost
snorted
it.
so loud.
I lost it yesterday. And then, of course, Mel sent over 3 stories. And they are very nice stories, but we're going to be the judge and the jury to tell her, are they newsworthy or they're not? So you're going to put a hashtag news if you think it's news, or you're going to put a not news in the comments. And then, of course, we'll finish out today with Hey Girl, Hey, horrible horoscopes. We got Libra and Scorpio on deck today. That means I'm on deck today.
Ew.
Something horrible is about to happen for Scorpios. We will find out, and I will get my revenge. All right, Pop Culture Thunderdome. Roles regretted. What do you say for some music?
regret. Ha ha ha. Your choice.
With a capital R. All right, question 1. Which superstar famously turned down the role of Neo in The Matrix and made Wild Wild West instead? Was it Denzel?
one of my
Was it
least
Will
favorite
Smith?
actors.
Was it Cuba Gooding Jr. or was it Wesley Snipes?
Freaking Will Smith.
Yes.
Stupid.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah,
Sorry.
what are you doing?
Whoopsie daisy. Question 2. Before Harrison Ford cracked the whip, this TV star was the first pick for Indiana Jones, but had to pass because of his hit show Magnum P.I.
It's easy. It's Tom Selleck.
Was it Tom Selleck? Was it Burt Reynolds?
whoops.
Was it Ted Danson? Or was it Don Johnson?
We are winning right now.
Question 3. I'm going to win whether anybody stops me or not. Which legendary actor turned down the role of Gandalf in The Lord of the Rings, reportedly saying he read it and didn't understand it? Was it Michael Caine? Was it Anthony Hopkins? Was it Sean Connery? Or was it Christopher Lee?
It's Sean Connery, and I never watched that movie.
Interesting. I loved that movie.
Ugh.
I like fantasy, though.
That's weird.
Oh, I watched a good one on
I like
Netflix.
Willow.
The Last House. Oh, my
Oh,
God.
I started watching that. Don't tell me
Holy
because I had to.
crap.
I had to stop it, and I haven't finished watching
It's
it. Don't tell me.
fantastic.
That
okay.
stuff will really happen one day.
Next one. This A-lister claims he turned down the lead role of Jake Sully in Avatar, a choice that could have earned him a fortune. Who was it? Was it Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, or was it Mark Wahlberg, or was it Brad Pitt?
Matt Damon.
Basically, beige, and beiger.
Yes.
All those actors. All right. Question 5. Which acting legend has offered Han Solo in the original Star Wars,
easy.
but turned it down over the script? Was it Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, Jack Nicholson, or Dustin Hoffman?
Al Pacino.
Question 6. Which distinguished actor grumpily nicknamed his most famous film The Sound of Mucus? Was it Christopher Plummer? Was it Rex Harrington? Was it Richard Burton? Or was it Peter O'Toole?
It's Christopher Plummer.
Question 7. Which acclaimed actor called the Star Wars dialogue rubbish in a letter even while playing Obi-Wan Kenobi? Was it Peter Cushing? Was it Alec Guinness? Was it Laurence Olivier? Or was it Christopher Lee?
Alec Guinness.
Question.
To be confused with the beer.
Question 8. Which actor turned down the role of G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra, 7 times and then later flatly said, I hate that movie?
Channing,
Is it
oh.
Channing Tatum? Is it Ryan Reynolds? Is it Chris Pratt? Or is it Taylor Kitsch?
Channing.
Okay. Question 9.
Stick to taking your clothes off, bro.
Question 9, true or false? Actress Katherine Heigl publicly criticized her own comedy, Knocked Up, calling it a bit sexist.
True.
And question 10, which actor has openly joked and cringed about starring in the flop The Happening? Was it Mark Wahlberg, Nicolas Cage, Shia LaBeouf, or Josh Hartnett?
Mark Wahlberg. You know what I love? I love when they're like, oh, I hated that movie I was in. It was so bad.
It's crazy because they get such big paychecks.
But
I would be scared to say something like that. Ugh.
It makes me laugh.
All right, question 1, pastime, but he chose Wild Wild West.
Will Smith.
Correct. Later admitting he would have ruined it and Keanu Reeves was the right call. I think so.
Yeah,
true.
I think so too. I love Keanu Reeves.
He was Spielberg's pick. Who was it?
Tom Selleck.
That's right, but CBS wouldn't release him from Magnum PI, so Harrison Ford grabbed the fedora, and the rest is history. Yeah, Harrison looks like the part more
He
than
is
Tom
Indiana
Selleck.
Jones.
Yeah. All right, next up, he was reportedly offered $6 million per film. What did he say?
Oh, that was Sean Connery.
That's right. He was offered $6 million plus the slice of the profits, which could have been a fortune. He passed because, in his words, he just didn't get it. The role went to Ian McKellen. Next up, he says Bourne committed. Who was it?
Matt Damon.
Correct. He says Bourne committed made him the turn down Jake Sully. Fun twist for the desk. Here we go. Director James Cameron disputes, insisting Damon was never offered the part. So it's a friendly he said.
Yeah.
Interesting. Weird. Okay, who was going to be Han Solo?
Al Pacino.
Right.
I can't picture him being.
Me neither. He admitted he was offered Han Solo and turned it down because he didn't understand the script. Another one. Imagine Pacino as Han. Say hello to my little Wookiee.
No. I love Al Pacino.
Who played Captain Von Trapp in The Sound of Music?
Christopher Plummer.
That's right.
He's
but it's
handsome. He was so handsome.
It sounded so sugary, he called it The Sound of Mucus for years. That's funny.
He was so handsome.
The distinguished British actor, who was it?
Alec Guinness.
Correct. Privately dismissed it as a fairy tale rubbish, then earned an Oscar nomination, a fortune from it away, whatever.
What?
Next up, I don't know.
Channing Tatum.
Correct. He said he was pushed into it and tried to pass 7 times and even asked to be killed off in the sequel. He really didn't want to go and be G.I. Joe. God, was he in the movie? I don't even know.
remember.
I
didn't
even
watch
know.
this movie.
I didn't even watch it. I want to know. Now I need to. I'll find out in the commercial.
Action figures should not be movies.
Heigl said in the interview, what'd she say?
True.
Correct. She said
criticized
it painted the women as shrews and the men as lovable. Comments that made headlines. She later regretted how it came across. All right. He publicly cringed about The Happening. Who was it?
Marky Mark.
Yes, Mark Wahlberg even joked to a room full of people how bad
I got
it
100.
was. All right.
Do you guys realize I haven't done any Baby Thunderdomes this week because I'm killing it?
You're doing amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let's go celebrate with our champions at Capybara Cafe.
Lettuce.
Looking for your wild side with a gentle twist, Sonnies? Say hello to the Capybara Cafe, Florida's most unforgettable animal experience. Get up close and personal with capybaras, reptiles, and the cutest exotic creatures around, all while learning, laughing, and making a real impact. Every visit supports animal shelters, provides sustainability, and delivers educational magic for the whole fam. So don't just scroll, scurry over to thecapybaracafe.com and book your encounter now. The Capybara Cafe, where curiosity lives and your wild heart gets to roam. All right, now it's time to get back to Meme It or Leave It from Boat Drinks. Oh my gosh, this first one, Dick Dicks mark their territory with tears. I love these tiny little drama queens.
I love it. They're so cute. They're
They're so
babies.
cute. Next
Oh.
up, there are no words. I have no. This is every
You don't
jewelry
need
client.
words.
This was every jewelry client at Saks Fifth Avenue for me. Oh, David, it's Barbara.
That face is the face I make every day.
I want to know if the new Alexis Pittar came in, David. All right, next up. This kid was born with a suspended license.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love him.
With the earplugs.
Pissed.
Next up, call me odd, but these days I just get excited to go home and lay down.
You know what? That's true. Remember when you were little and you're like, I'm never going to bed. Now it's like, can I go to bed?
I wish naps were thrown on me like as much as they were when I was a younger child. Yes. Next up, you should fight them. Me as a therapist.
Who caught me?
Yeah, seriously, just fight him. Just get it done.
I think so.
Next up, shout out to the people who did the little awkward jog when a car lets
shit.
them cross the street. You're not going any faster, but the effort is appreciated. I see you,
know what? Yeah.
and I respect you.
I do too. I
Me
appreciate
too.
you tried, but like if
Susan taught me that. It's like a little.
but if you're gonna try, like, can you actually like do it?
They're doing their best they
Move,
can.
bitch.
Next up, they call me Mariah because of all the ass I carry. Boo, why you so obsessed with me?
I love that song.
Next up, our company offers great benefits. The benefits, water and a microwave.
And half the time the microwave's dirty because nobody can clean their shit out.
Disgusting.
Cover your food when you put in the microwave.
Disgusting.
And don't make fish in the microwave at work.
Ew, where are you? All right, next
can't.
up, what freaking idiot named them jet skis instead of motorcycles?
Oh my God, yeah, right.
Makes
And
sense to me.
That reminds me of why do we call electricians electricians and not Power Rangers?
That makes sense to me.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Let's
I'm
change
gonna call
the tide.
motorcycles
Me
last
too.
one.
Me getting my dog's toy from under the couch for the 57th time.
Yes, and the dog is helping with activity that don't require any dogs.
My dogs get a kick out of me going under the bed. They think it's funny. Yeah.
And then they keep doing it and they're like, haha, mom,
Yeah,
watch
do it
this.
again.
You're my bitch.
Yeah, unbelievable. Speaking of bitch, let's go to Boat Drinks.
Somewhere between lunch and legend, there's a place where the day slips off its mundane. Helmed by Captain Rob and Captain Whitney, part hosts, part legends, part beautifully orchestrated icons. This isn't just a bar, it's a daytime escape portal for people who refuse to live boring lives. Boat Drinks Bar is the vibe to thrive, to stay alive. You didn't plan to stay all afternoon, but Boat Drinks has never been concerned with your plans. Find your escape in Uptown St. Augustine, 123 San Marco Avenue, where the afternoons arrive fashionably late and leave comfortably transformed. Boat Drinks.
We
Let it
talk
go.
the words.
Maybe, and maybe that's a
Let's
new
try
feature.
that.
All right, I don't know that I love this thing. All right, let's get just a little bit of business. We're gonna get into Addie's Reddit rundown before because we got to get into it because this was a good one.
Let's unpack it.
She's a little bit long, but this one's a total worth
No,
it.
I don't want to get lost.
This one is a new subreddit.
Oh.
It's called Pro Revenge.
Ooh.
I know. I figured you'd love this one. Okay.
I'm excited.
Coworker gets me fired. My many years waiting for revenge. If
I love a good plot out.
If revenge is best served cold, then my revenge was many years in the freezer, and this week was finally pulled out and had whipped cream and a cherry put on top before it was finally served.
Oh, I just sat up a little straighter.
Background. So I worked for Company A for most of a decade that had a small team consisting of 10 people doing commissioned work for businesses in my city. The owner treated us like family, knowing that we worked long and hard days, sometimes up to 60 hours per week. He paid us better than expected. Bonuses and perks. He negotiated with businesses that commissioned our work and even gave the whole company a week off paid vacation when his son was getting married so we all could attend it.
That's all. Yes, boss.
Right? We had our squabbles like any other family, and things weren't always bright and perfect, but this is how nice the owner treated his employees and didn't screw me over. After working there for years, the manager position became open. Since by then, I was the most senior of all the workers with Company A, so I thought I would apply, which had few others interested to do so as well. I didn't get the position mainly because despite my experience at Company A, I didn't have a business administration degree. Someone who worked for the owner did, so he got it. Okay. Realizing the education I would have to get and the demand for this job, I thought long and hard and concluded that if I wanted to go anywhere in life, I'd have to get that degree.
Good.
Coming right out of high school to work for Company A was great. But if I wanted to do something more, I would have to go to university. So I talked to the owner and gave my 2 weeks notice. When I explained that I wanted what I wanted to do and why he understood I was trying to make something of myself, this all becomes very relevant later, I promise. Okay? Going to university, I found that I had tuition covered through government grants, but not things like food, rent, etc. So I looked around and eventually found work at Company B. Company B was a retail store with a bigger staff than I had been used to, somewhere around 50 employees, but had such a huge employee turnaround that it was scary at times. They dealt with a wide range of goods from groceries to very expensive items. They had a certain niche clientele that they could offer items for and catered to. I ended up working part-time in their warehouse and answered to the warehouse supervisor who answered to the manager. There were other supervisors for other parts of the store, but this is only the sales supervisor is relevant here.
Okay.
Skip forward 7 years.
Oh, geez.
In that time, I got my bachelor's degree and worked at Company B the whole time, going from part-time to full, and eventually applied for warehouse supervisor position. I was interviewed, I got the job,
Yay.
and been supervisor for months when the manager and I hired Kay as a warehouse clerk.
Oh, Lord.
Kay isn't the one to get the revenge, but she played a crucial part in the revenge. The bitch gets hired. Bitch started out as a cashier, working quietly up the chain and brown-nosing as many coworkers as possible, including the manager. When a sales rep went on maternity leave, bitch quickly jumped at the chance to work in sales and ended up permanently being a part of that team, then the sales supervisor soon after. Me and bitch got along like oil and water. We butted heads over things constantly.
We've always worked. I think everybody's worked with someone like that.
She would tell the manager all the small things I did, but called me a snitch when I reported the issues she was causing. She would badmouth me and my warehouse staff, talk over me at meetings, and try to take credit for my ideas. She openly told coworkers that I was the cause of many issues and couldn't wait for me to leave. Oh, and she was never at fault. It would be the customer's fault. It would be my fault. It would be the deliveries driver's fault,
Yes.
another coworker's fault, etc. There were times when we got together well, but as far and few between were very little. I get fired. So one day, a very, and I mean very, expensive ring set, over $5,000, I found out later, ordered by one of our customers, comes in. Years ago, I set up a procedure for any type of jewelry so that I will not get it lost or stolen. The last step is, once we have done everything with it, put it in for inventory, blah, 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 in the warehouse, we take it to the office and have someone put it in the safe immediately.
Yeah, it makes sense.
This particular time, I was the one who received the rings, so once going through the procedure, told Kay that I was going to take it to the office.
I know where this is going.
The only one available who had the combination to the safe was bitch. I asked her if she could open the safe. She looked at me, looked at the jewelry box in my hand, and then said, "Put it down here on my desk. I'll put it away once I'm done with this email."
No.
Keep in mind that me and the bitch had a serious spat over something earlier that day, and I generally didn't feel like being close to her if I could help it. So I never saw her put the rings in the safe myself.
She didn't do it.
The next day, I get a call from the manager to come to the office. I head over there to find the manager, bitch, and the HR consultant they pull in when some real shit hits the fan. My manager tells me that said ring set has disappeared. I tell them the procedure I followed, and the last I saw them was with bitch. Manager tells me that bitch checked the box and said the box was empty. Manager
hell no.
Manager then pulls the box out. Sure enough, the box the rings were in was indeed empty. I swear to the manager that the rings were inside when I checked them before given to bitch. At this time, it's my word against hers. By stroke of bad luck, the in-store video recorder had broken down days before the incident, so there was no way to verify
shit.
what happened. We all know someone has to take the blame for this, and that's when bitch strikes, saying it was my fault since it was last seen in my hands. Manager asks if this is true, then I realized that, yes, I was indeed the last person to touch the ring, and I never actually saw bitch pick the box up. Bitch gives me another look that screamed, "Ha, gotcha." Manager and the HR consultant ask us both to leave. After what seemed like forever, I get called in. Manager tells me that since I was responsible for the rings at the time and they are now lost, they would be letting me go. But since they had no proof as to whether I stole the rings or not, they would press charges, which they wouldn't press charges, excuse me, which scared the crap out of me as this was my first time I've ever heard of them thinking of doing something like this. I go back to the warehouse to tell Kay and the other warehouse clerks just what happened, grab my personal belongings, and left that day. After a couple of weeks of trying to get my head around of what happened and weighing out my options, I decided my first priority is try to get some sort of job. So I consider it lucky if I get a job flipping burgers with a bad reputation. When they ask company B, I call the owner of company A to get a good reference from them and explain what happened and why I'm calling, only to get the shock of a lifetime. The manager position was about to open. The guy who I lost the position to was retiring soon due to complicated health reasons. Owner kept tabs on me while I was at university and understood when I didn't immediately come back to him. But with a golden opportunity like this, he wanted me back and I wasn't going to say no.
This is cool.
I dive into my new job I originally wanted with an owner I enjoyed working for. I thought then and there everything would be behind me, not knowing it would come back, not to bite me, but to pay dividends. Here's the revenge.
Oh, wait, I need water.
This is Kay's side, okay? Remember Kay?
You mean bitch?
No, that's exactly what I didn't want you to do. It's Kay. Bitch and Kay are two separate people, okay? This I found out after Bitch's reckoning. After I was fired, Kay knew she had to do something about Bitch. Kay knew that I wouldn't lose or steal something like the rings, but also knew that without proof, Bitch would deny that she did it and have Kay in her crosshairs to attack next. So after talking with her husband, she hatched a plan. She started hanging out with Bitch, telling her things like, I'm so glad he's gone, or I wish he had been fired much earlier. Bitch, feeling high from getting rid of one of her thorns in her side, soaked it all in, and after a couple weeks, invited Kay and Kay's husband, from now on we're going to refer to them as KH, for drinks at their place with her and Bitch's husband, BH. Months pass, Kay and KH do things regularly together with Bitch and BH.
Oh, she's going to tell on herself. I can't wait.
Including drinking on the weekends and a couple of related events. When together, Kay would occasionally badmouth me and Bitch would agree. Finally, after over a year of playing nice, when Kay and KH were over at Bitch's for one of their drinking parties, Kay randomly badmouthed me, mentioning the rings in passing. Then Bitch says something that Kay was waiting for. I wanted those rings, so I stole them. Kay, hearing this, asks for more details. KH looks at her and tries to wave her off with one hand, then gives up when Bitch keeps talking. That day, Bitch had stopped writing her email and was going to put the rings in the safe. The safe was open, and she was about to put the rings away when Bitch had an idea. See, as mentioned above, Bitch wanted me gone from company B. Also wanted those rings. She also knew that the cameras weren't working. She figured that she could pocket the rings, tell the manager they were missing, and spin it all so that I would take the blame. Kay then asked where are the rings now, and Bitch, being drunk and not seeing a reason not to brag, not only tells her but shows her where they are in her room. All while KH had been recording the whole conversation on his phone. The hand waving was him saying that he started recording.
I love this story.
Kay gives a copy of the recording to the manager the work next day. Police are called immediately. Bitch is arrested and her house is raided. They find the rings. Kay and KH give the recording and the testimonies to the police. Bitch's reckoning only has begun. So that's revenge number one.
Oh my God.
Revenge number two.
Oh, there's more.
Oh, you ready?
Holy 50 Cent.
And this is Opie's side,
Holy
okay?
50
This
Cent.
is Opie's. Oh,
I love this.
This actually goes beyond 50 Cent.
I love this new subreddit. Can we do this every day?
Okay, revenge, my side.
My side.
I get a call from the prosecutor's office after bitch is arrested and charged with the theft of over $5,000, among other things, which is a felony offense. He wants me to testify about what she did to me. I didn't skip a beat, saying yes. Fast track to the trial. Prosecutor has me, Kay, and KH testify and plays the recording of bitch admitting that she stole them. Her attorney tries to throw out the case, saying that Kay got bitch deliberately drunk, but the judge didn't buy it, since there was proof she drank all the time. Judge was lenient and only gave her 5 years in prison, which I yelled was unfair, but I personally thought she got off easily. Meanwhile, as the trial was happening, I was talking to the lawyer to sue bitch for setting me up like she did. We're also going to sue Company B for wrongful termination. They settled the day they got notice of the lawsuit, and so they knew that they were going to lose. Bitch wasn't so lucky. They tried some trickery by having BH divorce her, and he received everything in the divorce, like that woman. Remember we talked about the other day? But my lawyer added him in the lawsuit as well. My lawyer asked overall for $3,500 for emotional distress, back pay from when I was fired and until I started up with Company A, and some legal fees. And now you are wondering where the metaphoric cherry is on the top of this story. Well, recently we had someone leave Company A, so we were hiring someone to replace them.
Oh, I know where this is going. I'm so here for it.
Owner was going to have the resumes and set up some interviews for the job this week. Lo and behold, bitch was one of those people to apply.
Oh, I knew it.
But he didn't know what she was or did that. I looked at the resume and was about to put it in the trash, but then smiled. Owner set up the interview. She came in at her slotted time, looking to brown nose her way through.
She's sitting there at the table.
Then she saw me.
Yes.
I smiled an evil smile. She went all white. All I said was, bitch, how are you? Remember me? A deer in headlights looked from her. I looked at her resume and said, I'm sorry. I do not think that you will be a good fit for our company. Thank you for applying. She said not a single word and left.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Wasn't that of epic biblical proportions on that?
I love when karma comes back. And you know what? I give this person credit because he held on.
Woo! Right?
Oh my
God. I have 2 edits. I don't think they really matter though. Edit number 1 is I forgot to mention that it had been almost 6 years between her last job at Company B and her coming into the interview. So there was some time that she spent time, she went 5 years to prison and then she spent another year of getting back on her feet, whatever. Edit 2. Thank you everyone for the medals. Yes, I kept in contact with Kay and KH since leaving. I've told them about this post and respect people had here for them. So that was kind of a nice little cherry on top.
They like Kay said, you know what? I'm gonna help you with this.
Woo, child.
That was so good.
I don't have any questions.
You know what? I love nothing more when somebody is just a downright nasty, evil person and they get right what's coming to them, but in a way they don't expect. I immediately was like, she's sitting at the table. He's sitting at the table. And that woman's face.
I'll tell you, I was reading this like it was a novel. I was like turning the page and turning. It was such a good one. Guys, let's head over to Panache.
No, what? I want this person on the show. Oh my God.
Every guest, every time. Since 1987, Panache opened its doors to be a cut above the rest. Their mission at Panache is to care for their team, their guests, and community from scalp to soul and bring the joy to the world one service at a time. The Panache difference is their carefully chosen and highly trained staff there to exceed your expectations. The same goes for their elegant salon space, dedicated to guest comfort and devotion to innovation and artistry. They're focused on making your day and continually raising the bar by aligning with Aveda's mission. You gotta get Panache.com and get with it, boo. We love that one. That's so good.
I love that new subreddit. I want that every day.
Oh, I know.
Have you ever worked with someone like that and then revenge? And it's like you don't do the revenge, but they naturally, organically happen.
I mean, I worked for straight commission, and honestly, something really, really bad happened to me in New York City and it's something to this level. So I don't want to talk about it on the show, but yeah, it was. But people are so cutthroat and so nasty. Yeah. Oh yeah. I've definitely gone through things like this.
It happened to me, and at a certain, you know what place I'm talking about. And karma worked itself out because eventually
I mean, people,
got fired.
money really makes people do some evil things, and that's all I gotta say. And
See, if
somebody
I was-
really took advantage of me, and it was really bad.
If I was super wealthy, I wouldn't be like nasty about
I
it.
need to write my book,
But
honey.
I would say everything I want to say.
Once I write my book, I'm gonna air out so much dirty laundry, it's gonna be crazy. But we have Is This News. I was very loud.
Yeah, why are you yelling
I don't
at
know.
everyone?
We're going to Is This News. Let's
Apparently
get
you all are in timeout.
Let's get into this story number 1. The little spacecraft that could. All right, Sonny's Mel floated into the newsroom this morning talking about outer space again. So here we go. Here's the story. NASA found a way to save a little power on Voyager 2. A spacecraft that's almost 50 years old, so it can keep running science for about more than a year. Some engineers rationed the batteries on old space probes. Okay, so Mel, convince me here.
First of all, you don't call the Voyager 2 an old space probe.
Okay.
Like, or you're going to be the next Reddit report.
I'm
buddy.
learning about space, so.
This thing launched in 1970, nearly half a century ago, and it's still out there working billions of miles from home, further than any of us can even wrap our head around.
I mean, yeah. 50 years is a long time, I think.
Our phones these days can't make it through Tuesday.
That's true.
Before dying.
Right.
So this machine has been running since the disco era. So that's news alone.
Since Sonny and Cher.
Here's the problem they solved. The Voyager runs on decaying plutonium and loses about 4 watts of power every single year. 4 watts. So it's slowly been starving. So a team at NASA pulled over this delicate maneuver, shutting down some systems, swapping the lower power ones, all while keeping the thing warm enough to not freeze out in the dark. And get this, the project manager said it was so risky that no do-overs. So they nicknamed the plan the Big Bang. I love that show. One wrong move from a billion miles away and it's gone forever. But guess what? They nailed it. So it's not just kind of clever. It's super profound. The way without this fix, they have had to shut it down for another year.
That's not good.
And they're about to do the whole thing again on the Voyager 1, you guys. So this is a one-of-a-kind human integrity refusing to let go of the greatest journeys we've ever launched.
And kind of keep the program going. And I like that it's not going to be lost in
1970.
space.
I think it's news. This is a big deal.
I think it's newsworthy,
They found
yeah.
a way to make these batteries last for like this long.
Right. And that kind of just, it also enables people to expand their horizons too. I think that's kind of an interesting story. All right.
News.
Next up, once captive, now free. All right, Sonny's Mel came trampling into the newsroom and with the pun fully intended, with a story about elephants.
The elephant.
Here's the gist. A new study out of South Africa found that elephants who spent years in captivity can be released back into the wild, and they do just fine.
That's right, they do.
They adjust. That's the headline, Mel. Some elephants adapted to their new home. BS.
And story number 3. I'm just
Okay.
kidding. So let's listen up because this one's like a miracle in itself. First, we're not talking about elephants that spent a weekend somewhere. We're talking about animals that spent decades in captivity. Some of them their whole lives.
Like the circus?
Yeah. Or like zoos or things like that.
Eshka.
And researchers set them loose on wild reserves, watched them for 5 years, and found they behave very similar to elephants born in the wild. They didn't just survive, they actually belonged. So this is the science that got me. The team didn't just eyeball it. They actually tested the elephant's stress levels, and the results came back within the normal healthy range for a wild elephant. So there's no evidence of stress or anything like that when they're re-released.
Okay.
Okay?
I love
And
elephants.
Here's the part that gives me chills and touched my heart.
I'm ready for chills.
One of the researchers said, and I'm quoting, that even though these elephants may carry the memories of confinement, when given the opportunity, they can leave the past behind. They learn new skills, they adapt, and they become fully wild again. An animal that lived in a cage for 30 years can walk out into a savanna, reclaim it as it's always meant to be. And if that's not news, honey, I don't know what it is.
I think there's merit here.
I think because animals have a distinct knack or whatever you want to say. Think about it. When a dog has like canine art, I don't know
Right.
if you've been following him from Putnam County.
Yeah.
He had to have his leg amputated.
Right.
They automatically animals.
A resiliency.
Yes, and I think even like animals that have been like this shows right here, captivity. They're still in the back of those brains. They still understand how to be wild animals.
Like wild memory, muscle memory.
Yeah, whatever it's called.
What do you think? Do you think this is newsworthy?
I think it's news because if animals can do this, then I'm going to spin it this way, okay? Might be unpopular opinion, but that's okay. If animals can do this that have been in captivity for 30 years, people need to be able to, when they have severe trauma, there's got to be a way that they can apply this science to figure it out to help people. Think about like Elizabeth Smart, who was in captivity.
You just sold it. I will buy whatever you're selling right there. That is absolutely right, because people need to learn how to be more resilient. I will give that to you, my friend.
Think about
that was very
Elizabeth
good.
Smart and
Right.
the 3 girls in Indianapolis that
God
were
bless.
in captivity.
Right.
People that, survived Charles Manson, like all these things.
How are these gentle giants being able to adapt from a trauma environment into
Shelter dogs,
loving that?
lions.
Yeah.
I'm telling
what are
you.
they doing? Yeah, I think there's more to this story, but I definitely think that's some newsworthy to talk about.
Like
yeah.
the Rigland Beagles.
It's not easy just toss them into the street. You know what I mean? Like
No.
it's like me going back to New York
I'm
City.
telling
I would
you,
have to
I
like
think there's
ease
more-
on down the road there, Scarecrow.
The more the science for these elephants, I think there's more that we can do for human beings.
All right, let's
You're
get on
welcome.
to story number 3. What are you guys saying in comments right now? Make sure you put the hashtag
They're saying
news or not news.
My last line nailed it.
That you get a lot of support and comments all the time. They love you. All right, let's go to story number 3. Going out with a bang. And we're not talking about Mel's broadcasting career. All right, Mel wandered in and gave me one more story this morning. House plant, here we go, over in England. A plant at a botanical garden finally bloomed for the first time in 10 years. And we're not talking about Davy's bougainvillea that's never bloomed in his backyard, and
The
we're
hell
still
is
waiting
a
for that.
bougainvillea?
Oh, it's that. It's the beautiful Italian, like, and they have the purple or the pink flowers. They have the thorns though.
Oh,
They're
that's
beautiful.
great. Keep
It's my
going.
favorite. I love a
I'm
bogue.
so happy for you.
All right, here we go. This is not your grandma's
That's my line.
geranium. That's your line. Mel, tell me a little bit about this. Go. Sorry.
The flower is 18 feet tall, guys.
Oh wow.
It's not this little dude. It shot up more than 18 feet in just a few months. It got so tall that it literally removed panels and opened the roof of a 19th century greenhouse to let it through.
Oh, sounds like me in elementary school.
You stop. And here's the kicker. It's an agave, a desert plant from Mexico. And
Tequila.
it blooms only one time in an entire lifetime.
News for me.
They call it the death bloom.
It is. It's really, really cool. I've
But
seen
it
this. Yeah.
smells bad.
But it's
It really
very
does.
rare for it to be this tall.
So the people of Engel is precious. The gardeners have cared for this thing for over a decade. 10 years of watering, tending, waiting, and waiting, and waiting, and waiting, and waiting. I can't even wait for my food to be done in a microwave.
Mm-hmm.
And they were so excited they put up a Bloom Watch chalkboard so visitors could count down to the big
Oh, so
moment.
this was like a thing. It was like
Yeah.
a community event.
So the horticulturist called it bittersweet. Excited to see it, but heartbroken to lose it. So these people, it's good news and sad news. Before it goes, the bloom is dropping tons of seeds, and the staff are already collecting them to grow the next generation of the nursery. One horticulturist, that word's hard.
Horticulturist.
Horticulturist. He said it perfectly. The legacy lives on in the new seeds. Not news.
You're going to say not news.
Oh.
After James Weston came on this show, and after we had Trey Wilson, and we were learning about plants for the harvest month of August, you put this story in, and you don't find this newsworthy?
No, I just had to find a third story for you. I was struggling.
All right, guys, what are you guys saying in comments? Maybe you find that very passionate.
Let's
Is
ask
that
Addie. Addie's in
newsworthy?
studio. Addie, is this news?
Not sure about this one, guys.
She said no! Oh, man, but that's all right, because it's time for a little bit of wine at Ben 39.
Not freaking news.
39, the hidden gem of downtown St. Augustine since 2016. This is your secret getaway to a fabulous time. It's tucked away inside the lobby of the St. George Inn, and this charming spot boasts a courtyard setting that's straight out of a dream at the north end of St. George Street. Their wine collection features over 85 unique gems, is a journey into the extraordinary. You'll find wines from both small and large producers. They're open daily from 8 to 8 and Thursday to Sunday from 1 to 7. You got to check them out. Bin 39.
All right, we're having a chuckle. Here we go. Hey, girl. Hey, horrible horoscopes. We got Libra and Scorpio on deck today. Libra, September 23rd through October 22nd. You guys break my heart every time. Hey, girl. Hey. Indecisive icon. The universe has locked every door but the wrong one. You'll spend 20 minutes choosing an outfit, wear it, and realize it's completely inappropriate for the second you leave. Then, trying to be diplomatic, you'll say, I'm fine with whatever, and end up in charge of planning the entire ground trip, a job you did not want but will be blamed for regardless of the outcome. Balance, Libra? Your scales have tipped over this week. They rolled down a hill and landed in a lake. You might drown. Ooh.
I was being your interpreter.
That was awesome. Yeah, you should be. That's funny. Be the interpreter. That's really
Okay,
good.
let's try that.
All right, Scorpio, October 23rd through November 21st. Oh, mysterious Scorpio, you love your secrets, so the universe installs a leak. You'll type out your most private, most unhinged thought in your notes app, and somehow it'll end up as your status publicly for a full workday. Then your big dramatic plan to prove a point will succeed so well that it proves the opposite point, and now everyone thinks you were the guy trying to deny. Lay low, girl. Wear a hood. The one time you wanted it to be in the shadows, they billed you for the parking. I feel like mine was okay. It kind of was truthful, all right?
Lies.
All right, Sonnies, that's a wrap on this Wonder Woman Wednesday.
Yes.
We chilled, we thrilled, we laughed, we thrived, and most importantly,
We survived.
that's the truth. Hit that share button, guys, and we will be back. We have a brand new hit single being released on Sunny TV tomorrow. Big shout out to Sage Turnell. A lot of work been happening behind the scenes to make this happen. We have a very special morning show. I will see you at what time?
9 a.m.
All right, guys, hit that share button. Have a beautiful evening. Bye, guys. Yo, that's the show. Before you go, hit the share. Let the whole town know.
We got good vibes. We got some for days. Bring it out sunny in 100 ways.
Tap it, send it, text your crew.
Tell your mama and your neighbors too.
Word.